Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for Three Blind Men and an Elephant, and today we're here to check out this guy, Succeed's Reach Plus One Fluid Head Tripod Kit. Comes with a panning handle and a nice bag. I'll just cut to the chase. At $999, this is an aggressively priced, precise, robust, smooth, and repeatable piece of kit. Suitable for hybrid cameras, DSLRs and mirrorless, from something like the Canon 1DX Mark II down to the Panny GH4, even a kitted out Sony a6300 on the one hand, to dedicated all-in-one cameras like the Sony Z150, which is what I'm recording with today, or the Panasonic DVX200, all the way up to interchangeable lens cameras like the Sony FS5, even a naked FS7, or the Canon Cinema EOS line, excluding for the moment the C700 that was just announced, because I'm not quite sure about that. Although, of course, it depends on how big the lenses are. I like it. But I do have a couple of nits, so let's get into the details. I love this quick release plate and how it's integrated into the sliding base. So, you want to talk about precision and repeatability? Figure out exactly where you want it to be, lock it down, and then if you need to change a battery or a card, that's it. Put in the new battery, put in the new card, then take it, bring it back here, bam! I love this. I love just how beautifully this thing balances when you set up the counterbalance properly, as well as the drag. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is the precision and repeatability I'm talking about too. Click indents for counterbalance and drag, both for tilt and for pan. Really terrific. I much prefer a mid-level spreader to the ground spreader because it stiffens up the top stage, and that makes a difference to me. The Succeed is just put together pretty well. If this were the only locking lever, I wouldn't mind. But in point of fact, it's one of two on each leg, and that becomes a pain. Other nits? I don't love the plastic clips that pull the legs together. I much prefer the rubber straps that you see on my Cartoni. I wish that the bubble level were illuminated, but no such luck. I know that this is a nit and really has nothing to do with the performance of the unit, but at $1,000, I would like the numbering to match across the entire tripod head. Call me too much of an Apple guy. I got a sans serif font at the bottom and a serif font on the sliding base. Right about now, some of you must be saying to yourselves, if not out loud, holy crap, this looks like a Sachtler. Yeah, it does. And if it hadn't been for the fact that 3 months ago or so, I reviewed Sachtler's 18S2 video head sitting on top of their Speedlock CF sticks, I wouldn't have known. By the way, that setup is the boss. Much higher payloads than anything we're talking about here, with a price to match, $8,000. But this guy looks like nothing so much as a smaller model, the FSB 6T Sachtler with their 75-2 HD sticks. I mean, hey. So I called Succeed and I asked, is this an homage? And they said, oh, absolutely, this inspired us. This is where we started. Okay, is that kosher? Well, the answer that I got back was, yeah. And in fact, at this point, they've branched off in two different directions, and Succeed has a European design patent. Alrighty then, unless I hear anything different, that's that. If you're working with heavier gear, like Cinealta with RAW recorder, a Blackmagic Ursa, the big one, or even a fully kitted out Sony FS7, then you probably want to go to a 100mm bowl unit, something like this, my Cartoni Focus HD. 26-pound payload on the head, 110-pound payload on the sticks versus 15.2 pounds here, 44 pounds on the sticks. On the other hand, if you're really concerned about budget and you want to stay within the same payload and you don't mind or prefer going stepless, well, the Manfrotto 502 head is a great head. I own both of these units. And you can get into a head tripod combo with bag for just under 600 bucks. So that's pretty good too. On the other hand, if you really want to stay within the Sachtler brand, well, you have the Ace series. And you can get into the Ace M kit for 621 bucks. Now, that means an 8.8 pound payload. That feels a little bit low to me. I'd rather spend 300 bucks more and go to the L. So at 1,035, it's within spitting distance of the Reach Plus One. Although it has to be said that Sachtler has just announced a lime green version of the Ace L called the Freddie Wong Signature Edition, apparently a limited edition, and that's going for 783 bucks, as close to a steal as you're likely to get in the Sachtler line. I really like this. If I had known about this back in the days when I bought the Cartoni, I probably would have saved myself 800 bucks and gotten this instead. On the other hand, with internal 4K recording, mirrorless cameras getting better and better and smaller, I probably could do with a lighter payload than even this. And that Freddie Wong, I'm not a lime green kind of guy, but that's an interesting price. Anyway, for Three Blind Men and an Elephant, I'm Hugh Brownstone. See you next time. If you like what you saw here, please thumbs up, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and I really enjoy your comments in the section below. I learned so much from you guys, so please let me know what you think. If you've got any other tips about tripods or other suggestions, I'm looking forward to reading them.